Hi guys, my name is Roni and thank you so much for tuning into my channel, The Universal Euphoria. Today, we're going to talk about how you're going to scare your own dang self. Yes, I know it's October, so it's time to get a little fear in ourselves, but also I want you guys to break past your fear, and this is how we're going to challenge ourselves. All right, let's get started. So real quick, I do want to apologize. I don't know what they're doing next door. I don't know if they're putting in their floors or what, but every time I try to record this video, they decide to make noise. So I'm going to just try to work past it. And if not, then you guys probably just won't even see this video. Okay? So with all the goblins and ghouls and ghosts and all the creepy little things running around during the month of October, why not scare yourself into doing something that you wanted to do or you did not think you could do? I like the saying, if you're not growing, then you're dying, because once you get comfortable, once you are uncomfortable being comfortable in your little space, that's when it's time for a challenge. So I'm going to give you guys a couple different challenges that you can do this October or during this fall season before the year ends. So the first way that I want to recommend that you scare your dang on self is by competing in a race. Now, obviously, a marathon is not something that you want to compete in if your body is not up to par with it, if you haven't been training for one, but there are plenty of other races that you can compete in during the fall season. 5Ks, I think, are perfect for people who are just starting out or who are not very conditioned or trained in order to run races. It's very doable for someone who isn't really big on running, and you can condition your body to do it fairly quickly. During the fall season, it's the perfect time to find a local race for yourself, and they have some really fun versions of races. They have the mud run, which is a little bit challenging. They do have an obstacle course run, which is like they have inflatables, and you can do that. They also have a color run. So just look around at your local colleges or in your local community. You would be able to find a little 5K for you to compete inside of, and that's challenging yourself, especially if it's something that you've never done before. Okay guys, so the next thing I want to recommend to you guys is to finish a book. Now you might be saying, that's not that scary, but if you have a schedule like mine, finding time to do things like that is pretty scary. I'm actually not even sure how I have time to do these videos right about now, but you make time for the things that you want to do. So I recommend that you guys pick up a good book. Now, if you're into the festivities of it being so spooky, you can of course read a mystery novel, but whatever type of book you choose to read, make sure it's something that is going to keep your interest so that you can finish the book during this time, because we don't want to just read the book, we want to finish the book during this time. I am reading a lot of self-development books at this time. They are really just inspiring to me, but a good mystery book or something maybe a little fictional or even nonfiction, whatever it is that you like to do, pick up a new book that you've never read before and try to finish it by the end of the month. The next thing I want to recommend for you guys to do to scare your own dang self is to start your business. Now, hold the brakes. You might be like, start my business. This is for those of you who have promised yourself that this year was going to be the year that you finally do it. You made that promise to yourself back on December 31st of 2016, and now look at you. It's October 2017 and you haven't started yet. So this is for everyone who said that this year was going to be the year that they do something for themselves, that they have their hobby or their side hustle or their actual business that they are going to be an entrepreneur in and run so that they can have the life that they've always wanted. This is the time. If you haven't done it, you've had all year, October is the perfect time. There's plenty of tutorials online about how to get started. If you go on Pinterest, which you guys know I love Pinterest, there's plenty of tips and tricks on there. A lot of bloggers talk about how they are their own entrepreneur, and even if you're not able to necessarily start the first item of whatever it is that your business is, I definitely recommend looking into it, learning as much as you can so that you can get started. If you're not into the business type of thing, but you do want to learn something new, learning something new is definitely a great way to challenge yourself or scare yourself a little bit because you didn't know that you could do that. So why not take an art class or maybe learn a new dance or take a writing class or even an accounting class. There's plenty of colleges that have certificates that you can do, or if you don't want to do something like that, you can even just take the course. They have courses that only last half a semester, so October is the perfect time to jump in on one of those courses. If you don't want to actually be inside of like a college learning type setting, there's also different ways that you can health or fitness wise take those classes and learn something new. So they got yoga, they've got meditation, they have kickboxing, they have all types of things, cooking classes, everything you can possibly think of. There's probably a class for it. So look in your local area or look in your local downtown area that you may be near There's probably a lot more classes downtown that you can find if you can't find any in your actual area, or even look online. But I recommend getting out, going to do something new, learn something new, and in the process, make sure you're making some new friends. Okay guys, so another thing that I recommend this fall or this October is to go on a trip. That scares me because trips cost money, but just because they cost money does not mean that you have to spend all of your money. Now, we're not talking about going to Europe because that's expensive, but if you got the funds for it, go ahead, go do it, especially if you haven't been on a trip in a while. But you could even go 2 to 3 miles away from your hometown to a different city that you haven't been in yet and explore the town. Go on a trip, find a new area, have some fun, take lots of pictures, make sure you eat all the food that you've never tasted before, and really just get outside of your comfort zone. We spend a lot of time inside of our own town. Why not go somewhere else, relax, play, have fun, bring a friend, or go by yourself and enjoy the moment. But yes, I definitely recommend that you guys go on a trip this fall or this October. Lastly, I'm gonna recommend that you ask someone out. Now, I know that is way beyond scaring yourself. That's like freaking yourself out, right? Especially if you are anxious such as me. But that's the whole point of this time. That's the whole point of October. I think that this is the perfect time of the year that if you haven't done something that you've been saying you want to do, jump on it now before the cold season comes out. Because of what? Isn't the cold season like cuddle season, or what is it? Couple season? I don't know what it is, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Regardless, this is the perfect time to get out your jitters. Everything else is so scary right now, so just go with the flow, scare yourself, and ask that special someone out. Now, it may not even be someone that you want to be romantically involved in. Maybe it's just asking your boss to go to lunch with you so you can get to know them better. Maybe it's making a new friend. Whatever it is, step outside of your comfort zone. Take the first initiative and say hello. How you doing? Would you like to go out with me? Would you like to hang out with me? One of my closest friends back in the day, she jumped outside of her comfort zone and she invited me to the movies, and I was like, okay. It was someone that I'd never talked to before, but we clicked, and 3 minutes into the conversation she was like, we should go to the movies, and I was like, all right, sure. And next thing you know, we were going to the movies and we were super duper close, and it was a great friendship. And I'm so fortunate that she stepped outside of her comfort zone, because I later learned that she wasn't really someone who does that, and invited me to go to the movies with her because we had a beautiful friendship afterward. Whatever you guys decide to do this October, make sure that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone. Challenge yourself, make new friends, do new activities, complete something that you didn't think you had time to finish. It is the end of the year, and not everybody goes on the yearly time frame of when they want to get things done, because I know everybody's like, 2018 I'm gonna do things better, but you also said that in 2016 for 2017. So go ahead, step outside of your comfort zone, get something done, make new friends, do new activities, and have fun. That is everything that I want to go over with you guys today. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys plan to do this fall, this October. How are you going to scare yourself? Share the video. I want to make sure that we're passing along this challenge to everybody and everyone can get a piece of it. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, one more thing, if you haven't already, please make sure to check out my blog, theuniversaleeuphoria.com. We're going to have plenty of tips and tricks along with these ones that I just gave you on there. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.